Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel today. I'm Kevin and today we're back to our policy topic. So after our first topic about human rights, today we are going to talk about the next topic. Yeah, of course, it's still the same topic about big question, but we have a connection from the last topic to this one. Because in the last topic we talked about the human rights, and today we're going to talk about the war, the justify in war. So can war ever be justified is our topic today. And one of the reasons when we justify war, maybe we become the maybe is the human right. Okay, that what I introduce is like simply. Now we come straight into our topic and talk more details about it. Alright, so if two people have a fight, that means they fight with each other individually and they can be judged using their nation laws. But things got different when two nations fight, because when two countries go to war, it's a matter of international law. Okay, so war happens when everything goes so worse that even the countries government cannot hold it back, and the political relations between two or more countries get so bad that they start using soldier, sword, bombs, or guns. Virtually everybody always think that the war is the worst case that could happen when the countries have an argument with each other. But in some rare occasion, the UN Security Council will agree, under the term of international laws, that war will be justified, that they were allowed to start the war. So today we are going to mainly talk about how the war was justified by the UN Security Group. So for some people who don't know, the UN Security Group is the United Nations Security Group. This is the the group of countries like Russia and the others. Yeah, I just remember Russia and some of the others, but yeah. So those those countries have the right to justify law, to prevent laws, or to punish some of the members in the group that not follows the rules or maybe broke the rules of the United Nations. Okay, so that's what the security group is. And now we are going to talk about the system the UN security group use to justify law. And the big question that they have when we use this system is, why do you want to go to war? This is the main reason. The reason that make you want to take up a war will decide whether you could do it or not. For example, if you say I want to get more money and land for my countries, so that thing is not allowed. Even though this thing is good like 400 years ago, but from until now it is a bad thing and it's become unjustified. Like, yeah, people think it's bad, even though getting more things for your own country is good, but that's not a reason that you could start a war. And as same as that, when you want that to beat another country that getting even too powerful or start to have the signs of becoming too powerful for you to control. So going to making the balance between countries is also good. That means we don't break the balance between the country and no one take the whole controls. That means no genocide happen and no war happens. But that's also not a good reason to put up a war, risk people's life just to save or to prevent a country become too powerful. Okay, so there is two famous reasons that we could use to take up a war with another country that the UN Security Group will accept. The first, that we are going to fight back for another countries had invaded our country, which means that you have the permission to take up to start a war when your country was invaded by the other, and you want to fight back, you want to protect your own countries. So if another country had committed an act on aggression, it is legal in international laws for you to put up a fight and start the war so that you could protect your own countries. The second famous reason that we know is about the human rights. As I said, this is having some connection with the last week. When you want to protect the human rights, no matter wherever you are, okay, no matter where you are, no matter when you go, you always have the right to start a war. So if your reason is, I want to prevent human rights abuse in another country, so you may have the right to start the war. But why did I say you may? Because this thing is where everything got complicated. You guys can see that human rights in some people's eyes or some people's opinion, they are things that goes around the world and have everybody to become having, help everybody to have safety, right, and happiness, right. But in some others opinion, in the others opinion, there is not anything or nothing called the human rights. The human rights is just the thing happen in the laws of a nation or a country or a state. That means when a human rights was abused, that means that the laws was changed and the government has decided that. So the only one could fight back that right is the citizens themselves. The others don't have the right to interfere. Yeah, that's some of the opposite side opinion. And of course, between going to fight for the human rights all over the world and keep people safe, we stand to look the people in the nation fight for themselves. Both of them making sense, right? Even when we have them for the whole society, for the nation, or we are going to help them because they just need help. But the reason we need to help them is not there. They want to fight themselves and they have the responsibility to fight for themselves. This is two ways to look about this reason. The first tell that I have to join the war, to start the war, to prevent the human rights from being abused. But in another look, in another vision, they say the citizens have the responsibility for themselves. They have to fight for their own right. If they cannot fight for their own right, that means they cannot do anything. They cannot protect their freedom. Even if we help them, it's nothing, because after we left, everything is back to normal. That's the two vision we could use to look at this problem or this reason. And that's why I say this thing is not having a clear answer yes, okay. But I think the duty to help other people is a good one. Yeah, for my opinion, I think that other people think human rights is good, and they should think like that. They should know that the human rights, even though they was created by a nation, but the reason that the government creates human rights is just to help the citizens to keep the safety. And when those things become abused or be abused, that means we have to protect them. We have to protect the rights. Even when we not protect for the citizens, we still need to keep the rights fair. And that's what the international laws do. I think so. Yeah. But about the citizen side, I think they should fight for themselves, making protest, fight, start war, if the country that they were in is too bad and abuse their right. And also, as I say, even when you are an outsider or you are a citizen of the country that's abusing your rights, you still have to consider a lot after or before you start a war, because it's cost many lives and a lot of money also. So that's all I want to say with you guys today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And now our topic about war is a little bit long. Of course, I will have a bonus topic to lead for an examples for you guys for a better explanation and make you understand it more details. But it's not now, and yep, that's all for today. Bye bye my viewers. See ya.